Hi, my name is Ravi. Today I'm working on Kia Stonic 2018 1-liter 3-cylinder turbo GDI engine SUV. Customer complained several matters on this car. First thing is check engine light is lit, and second thing is very low power condition most of the time when he drive this car, but intermittently he can drive this car fine. And third one is he experience long cranking time when he try to start the car. He has took this car into the dealership, and dealership has done several things to figure it out. First one is they have changed the turbocharge actuator, and they have swapped the spark plug, and they have done EFI cleanup and things, you know, that in order to figure it out. But still problem is exist. So today he brought this car to me and I am going to diagnose it. As always, I hook up the scan tool and got the health report. I would like to tell you that I have already diagnosed the issue and I just need to demonstrate it for you. So I will show you the fault codes on this car right now. P0172 system 2 rich fault code and P0299 that turbocharge under boost condition. So as I told you earlier, dealership has changed the turbocharge actuator in order to get rid of this P0299 turbocharge under boost condition. I'm not going to chase that fault code. I'm going to chase this P0172 fault code, because obviously this P0172 system 2 rich fault code or system 2 rich condition could lead the car into a low power condition and under boost condition. Next, what I did that got the data stream and observe the data stream carefully in order to find any clue regarding this system 2 rich fault code. Believe me, I found nothing in the data stream which can cause for the ongoing rich condition of this car, but I found that the long-term fuel trim was -40, which is pretty high, and it is a huge rich condition. Okay, I can't show you the data stream right now. I will show you it after a little while because I have arranged another test to find what is the cause for long cranking time, because I told you customer complained that he experienced a long cranking time, especially when car get cold. So now we are let the car to be cold and launch our next test that I am going to find what can cause for long cranking time. But forget that test. I will take you to the test which I already done for find which is cause for this rich condition. Okay, here is the live data stream. I will show you the value of long-term fuel trim here. So here is the long-term fuel trim bank 1. Do you see that it is around -40? So pretty high value. So here you can see that check engine lamp is lit here. Engine is running at the moment. Whatever it takes, I was unable to find anything reasonable that could cause for the ongoing rich condition of this car. Actually, I went through all the data feeds and I didn't find anything else. So all the data were in acceptable ranges. As I told you earlier, I found nothing especially in the data stream regarding this ongoing rich condition. So I carefully observed especially boost pressure sensor and the air fuel sensor, that means upstream oxygen sensor data more closely and more carefully, because I know that if these two sensors doing wrong things or give wrong data, it could lead to that kind of rich conditions. So what I did is I simulate a lean condition by force. That means I simulate a lean condition by removing a vacuum hose, and then what I saw that the air fuel sensor quickly responds for that, and that boost pressure sensor also responds for that additional air comes into the intake manifold. And I observed the fuel rail pressure sensor data in order to find any clue that this car lead into a rich condition by any fuel delivery issue, but I really found nothing. Fuel rail pressure was in a good condition at the idle and even at the high RPM. So I'm pretty confident that this car has no any air intake issue or fuel delivery issue that involving to make this car into a rich condition. So my suspect is GDI injectors. You know that GDI injectors are vulnerable to get defect over the time. This car has 150,000 kilometers on its odometer. So next my test was find the GDI injector's health using a tricky method. So I will show you that. Already I got the waveform here. I will load it. What I did in this scenario, I just put a 2-channel in the oscilloscope and backprobed one channel into a fuel rail pressure signal wire and get the fuel rail pressure signal. And then another channel I backprobed into the one injector in order to get a sync channel, because I need to identify which cylinder is which. So that channel will help us. This is the waveform which I took, and this yellow channel is the injector which I was backprobed. It was a number 2 injector which was easy to reach for me in this car here, and the green channel is fuel rail pressure. Here in this waveform, I just need to see the fuel pressure drops while each injector event occur. So I will zoom in the waveform, and first I will put a firing order between 2 injector events. Then we can identify which cylinder is which, and it will be easy for us to diagnose the issue. Okay, this green trace is the fuel rail pressure signal, and this yellow trace is the number 2 injector injection event. So between these 2 injection events, I have put the firing order already. Firing order is 1, 2, 3, but as I have choose the number 2 injector, so firing order is 2, 3, 1. So let's analyze this waveform and try to find what is the cause for this ongoing rich condition in this car. Just look at this fire cycle. You can see a lot of up and down humps in the green trace, which is represent the fuel rail pressure, that indicate suction control valve try to regulate the fuel pressure. Okay, just focus at this fire cycle which I have already put the firing order. So you can see all along the way, you can see the number 2 injector event here which I was selected between these 2 injector signals. I have put the firing order. All along the way you can see that fire cycles. So anyway, at the number 2 injector event, you can see on the green trace lower pool. That means it has a not a deeper pool, it's a lower pool. But when we go to the number 3 cylinder, you can see much more deeper pool here. And also number 1 got a deeper pool. But you can see at the number 2 injector again here has a lower pool than the number 3 and 1. So this is crystal clear. Number 3 and number 1 has a much deeper pool than the number 2. That means when number 3 and number 1 injector firing event occur, it drops more fuel pressure in the fuel rail. Obviously, number 3 and number 1 injector drops much more fuel pressure in the fuel rail, which means number 3 and number 1 injectors, when they are firing, they bring more fuel into the cylinder, which cause to the rich condition which we are seeing at the moment in this car. So, if we observe along this waveform in other fire cycles, we can see the next fire cycle here. And do you see same cylinders? Number 2 has a lower pool, but number 3 and number 1 has a deeper pool. That means number 3 and number 1 drops more fuel into the cylinder. And in this fire cycle, same condition. In this area of the waveform, you can see that how erratically fuel pressure drops are going on. But I don't know exactly what is going on, but what I can see at some points, number 2 injector also dropping the fuel pressure way more down. So this is really erratical, but not a consistent pattern. But what I observed that all along the way, number 1 and number 3 injectors are dropping the fuel pressure way more down than the number 2 injector drop. So I am confident enough that this number 1 and number 3 injector cause for the rich condition of this car. Now I am going to put my next test to prove that. Customer just need me to diagnose the issue. Whatever the fault, I am not going to repair it. I just need to prove my diagnosis. So I put the bore scope into the each cylinder and see the condition inside the cylinder. So first I put my bore scope in the number 2 cylinder. So do you see that carbon deposit on the cylinder wall under the valve? So it shows some carbon deposits inside the cylinder on the cylinder wall. But now I put my bore scope into the number 1 cylinder. I need little time to focus it, so let me focus it. Yeah, do you see how clean the cylinder wall than the number 2? Here you can see the injector tip and the cylinder wall. It is so much clear than the number 2. Now I put my bore scope into the number 3 cylinder. Let's see what is the condition in the number 3 cylinder. Obviously, number 1 cylinder has a cylinder washed because it is so clear than the number 2. Number 2 has carbon deposit, but number 1 is so much clear, so much clean. But here I put number 3 and let me focus it. I will show you here. You can see that the tip of the injector and the cylinder is so much clear than the number 2. It has 0 carbon deposit on the cylinder wall and around the valve. So this is crystal clear that number 1 and number 3 has been washed by the excessive fuel which inject into the cylinders by the defected injectors. So I will show you again number 2. You can see that there is a carbon deposit on the cylinder wall under the valve. Okay, my diagnosis is done. All the test results coincide on the defected GDI injectors. I am confident enough to call on these GDI injectors, but customer has to go back to the dealership in order to purchase OEM GDI injectors for this specific vehicle. Anyway, if you are going to use this waveform analysis method for diagnose GDI injectors, don't forget to apply some low pass filter on the rail pressure signal waveform. It will clear the waveform and you get a perfect result, and then it will be easy for you to analyze and get a right diagnostic decision. I have applied 333 Hz low pass filtering on this waveform. So thank you very much for watching this video. Stay subscribed with us for more diagnostic video. Hope to update you when I get the feedback from the customer what was the fix.